You suck, your business sucks, and you'll never be successful. How many people paid you $5 grand? You ever lied to anybody? Okay, real quick. Anything you see in here? It's over, bro. What's your belief system? You're married, yes, to a woman, or you let your wife wear pants? When I ask you for something and you don't give it to me, are you knowing that you're lying to me?
Lying?
You cannot move being this comfortable. But you be in the crib and your drawers just like, hey, yo. My job is to make you fail. My job is to make you quit. My job is to make you cry. But if you survive it, success is on the other side. Another very, very special episode. Man, listen, do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? I don't know if Sigourney loves herself, but she's selling self-love stuff. I do think she has something amazing. I think she's a special entrepreneur, but she needs to really be the authority. Forget her. You need to be the authority. When you have a product or service, you need to be the authority, not just the only person selling the product or service. You need to be looked at as someone who understands the problem that's being solved with your product or service. I'm gonna get into that in the episode, but if you have a product or service and you don't look at yourself as an authority, stop selling the product and service. Go get a job, man. Go work at KFC. Look, I need you to comment in the comment section in real time, okay? If you hear something that you agree with, I want you to comment, yo, I agree with that. If you see something you don't agree with, fight me in the chat, okay? If you see somebody that says something that you don't like, I want to hear an argument right in that little chat section right below. Do not be afraid of the chat, okay? I want to hear what you're thinking while you're thinking it. Let your voice be heard, because then I'll meet you in person one day and we can talk about this thing, man. So listen, make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you go to themorningmeetup.com and join the #1 entrepreneurship community in the world. Let's get to it. Welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you.
All right, you excited?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Sigourney Rosario.
Sigourney
Rosario.
Rosario. You're Spanish. What are you? What you
Puerto
got?
Rican and black.
Puerto Rican and black?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay. Sigourney. Again, we were just talking. Sigourney Weaver was the only name I ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Why did they name you after Sigourney Weaver?
I think that was just her favorite actress. She passed away when I was 7. So from what I've heard, it was her favorite actress.
And it's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Good. Okay. All right. So you're an entrepreneur, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In what way?
So I have a business, Love Stationery. So Love Stationery is a brand that I created. So it's journals, notebooks, pens, stickers, and everything has affirmations on it so that you're reminded of your worth.
Is that your shirt?
Yes, sir. It says you are beautiful.
You sell that?
Yes, sir. So pretty much the idea behind
I'm
it.
not a sir. I'm not that old.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Okay. You're in the military.
Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna let it go because okay.
Well, that's how I was brought up too. Like, yeah.
It's all good. Okay. So you sell pens and notebooks,
stickers,
and t-shirts,
affirmations, t-shirts. Yes, sir.
Is the business making any money?
Yes.
Okay, how much?
About $2,000 every single month.
Ooh, congratulations. How are you selling it?
So I'm selling it through Etsy. And then also we do in-person events, vendor events, and then we do online as well.
Gotcha. And what is the message of the business?
So the message is, I know the importance of self-love and the importance of affirmations. So I'm a background in psychology. And so the idea is if you see something 21 times, eventually you'll believe in it. Mm-hmm. So if a young girl is using a pencil and it says, I am beautiful, or a woman is using a pen and it says, I am destined for greatness, the idea behind it is eventually she'll believe the affirmations that she's constantly being seen.
I like that.
Thank you.
So what is the biggest issue you're facing?
Biggest issue is expansion. Like, I want to know how to expand the business, but not do it too fast, but then also make sure it aligns with like my values and my 9 to 5 as well.
How are you doing the $2,000 now?
Through Etsy, through vendor events, online.
Through Etsy, vendor events, and online.
And speaking engagements. I just did
So you get paid to speak? Wow. Do you make money from the speaking engagement, or you just get paid? You make money from the sales and you go speak for free?
Yes, sir. So pretty much me and the nonprofits will partner, and I'll give them the wholesale price, and then they'll give me how much they can afford, and we'll match it up to whatever stationery products they want for their girls.
Gotcha. What's the cost of the stationery products?
So they vary. It just depends. So the stationery set costs me $18, and I
see it.
Yeah. So it's www.selflovestationery.com.
Let's shop new arrivals. Okay. Bundle deal. So you wrote a book or a
I
couple
wrote
books?
3 books.
You wrote 3 books.
Yes, sir.
Wow. My top secrets for self-love. What are they?
My top secrets, I think I put in there just the importance of
I
knowing your
think I put in there.
it's a PDF file that they download, so I can't remember exactly what I put in that PDF file.
But do you know the secrets to self-love?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do.
What are the secrets?
The secrets are spending some time by yourself, investing in like a coach or a therapist, and then also figuring out like your purpose and your talents so that you can, just grow in your self love journey.
What's your purpose and your talent?
I feel like my purpose is writing. I think also a gift of encouragement as well.
You
And
encourage people?
I do. I try to.
You
And
encourage me?
I can. Yeah. What do you need encouragement with?
I need a lot of encouragement. I have dedicated my life
Mm-hmm.
to other people.
Mm,
Now, do I love being an entrepreneur? Absolutely. But I am an entrepreneur,
mm-hmm.
a husband,
Mm-hmm.
a father,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really big in my faith.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that stuff doesn't lend time for me.
Mm.
I have coaches for business.
Okay.
I go out of town. When I go out of town, I do work, but I come right back
Mm.
because I don't want my kids to grow up too fast without me.
Yeah.
So I'm in this pattern of struggle,
Mhm.
mental pressure,
Mhm.
emotional pressure, especially as a business owner. People think that once you have a successful business, you just
Mhm.
have that joint and it's just good forever.
Mhm.
And the higher level you go, the more pressure, the more demands you have to meet, the
Mhm.
more people expect from you.
Mm.
So I've been able to manage it, but
Yeah.
there's anxiety attached.
Mhm.
There's fear attached.
Mhm.
Sometimes imposter syndrome creeps in, and I'm like, yo, I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm a server.
Yeah.
Did I get lucky? I
Mm.
don't know. So I need encouragement.
Okay. So what do you like to do for fun? Like, what are some things that you do that can take your mind off of the stress?
Play Monopoly
Okay. So how often do you play Monopoly?
every day
Okay.
on an app. I got this app. My
Mhm.
friends will play Monopoly. They kind of,
Like decompresses you?
yeah,
Okay. So you said you do that every single day. Is it helping with the
almost every
stress?
day. Um, when I win,
You win.
when I lose, it's stressful.
Okay. So
Oh my
it
gosh, it's especially and it doesn't happen often because I'm really, really good.
Mhm.
But if I go on this streak where I lose like 3 in a row, oh my gosh. And the people in the chat,
Eat you up.
they don't help. So it's
Okay.
even more stress. So the thing that I love,
Mhm.
when I lose
Induces
too much,
induces stress.
it induces stress.
Okay, what else do you do? Do you work out or do you read? Do you journal?
No, I don't work out.
Okay.
I read because in the morning meetup, we
Mhm.
read. So I have to read a chapter every day.
Okay.
I don't journal. I don't think I would like to either.
Okay. Is there anything else that you're doing? No? Okay. So I think you need to start with finding something that you can do that is in a neutral zone in the sense of like it's not going to add stress to you, but it's going to bring more fulfillment. So maybe that can include for you going on a walk if you don't enjoy actually working out. Okay. Or spending time with your children, spending time with your wife, like a date night. That
I
would
like
help.
that. I like
Um,
that. You know my challenge though?
what?
When I'm out with my wife,
Mm-hmm.
she can see that the business and all this other stuff is weighing on my brain. And
Yeah.
it's hard for me to separate the two.
Mm-hmm.
Even like we're on vacation, I'm
Mm.
always thinking about the business.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have to be present for the business to run itself or
For the operations, absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
you don't trust your
I'll
teammates
be
to
honest, do you work less when I'm not here?
it's the for me.
Yeah, but it's more when I'm here, right? It's not a bad thing, but I'm saying I know
Yeah.
If I'm not here, it's
Mhm.
just not as intense.
Yeah. But I think they're doing a good job.
No, they are
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
But
Yeah.
it's not to where if I go for a month,
Mhm.
they'd be building it.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe that's a problem that I'm having, and I
Mhm.
need to put different processes in place. But the business, a lot of it,
Mhm.
outside of the ones I invest in, is predicated on me building something. And no slight to like my team, it's just I build
Yeah.
stuff, and it'd be
Mhm.
my vision and the things that I see.
Mhm. But you don't trust that they can do it in your absence.
Not even a trust. It's just they don't have what I have.
Or you can pass it down to them. You can, like,
It's a
take
lot
off
easier
some of that
said than done
yeah, for sure.
because it's not a product
Mhm.
like it's not a product like, all right, well, you have a journal,
Mhm.
right? Well, you can show someone how to fulfill the
Mm.
orders.
Yeah.
If someone's running ads, they can run ads, and you kind
Mhm.
of show them that part. But a part of my magic is the things that I see
Mhm.
that other people don't see.
Mm.
Like even my guy that's editing my vlog, he's
Yeah.
good at editing it, but things that I see is what makes it special.
Gotcha.
And my promotion and things of that nature. So like it's a lot predicated
Mhm.
on me being a cool person.
Yeah, I feel you.
Mhm.
I think you're doing a great job.
Thanks. And here's what's crazy. And I haven't set up that process because in a weird way,
Mhm.
I love the thing that gives me pressure.
Yeah,
You feel me?
I feel you.
I could I could have like some things that are and I have things that make money
Mhm.
itself, right? But I always find myself developing something new because I love it.
Mm. Like the thrill of it.
I love it. But it's also the thing that has pressure.
It's like this weird dynamic that you have with business.
Strange.
Very strange. Like you don't like the stress of it, but you kind of like the stress of it.
I love it, but
Yeah.
I hate it. Is this self-hate?
I don't think so.
It's not self-love.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you have a weird relationship with business. Like you love it, but then you also hate it.
And what do I do?
You have to find something that can relieve the stress and relieve the pressure.
How?
That's up to you. Whatever activity or whatever thing that you can find that can relieve the pressure of it.
Okay. You went to school. Did you say you went to school for psychology?
Mhm.
Okay. What I'd love for you to be is an authority in this space. And what I'm seeing is you sell a product. You're
Mm,
not an authority in this
mm.
space.
Yes, sir.
Because you said something like, yo, you gotta figure it out. Figure what out? I've been trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's like saying I don't feel like I love myself. And you're like, well, you gotta find something about you that you love. And I'm like, it's nothing. And I'm like, yo, what do I do? You're like, well, you gotta figure it out.
Mhm.
How? I don't know how. So you need to start creating your formulas.
Okay.
Ask me how to build a business. I have these formulas. There's three things we need in this day and age
Mhm.
to build your business. Three things you need.
Okay.
3 C's: content, community, and cash flow. 100%. If you're only making $2,000, you're missing one, two, or all three of them. Which one is it?
Um, community for sure.
Mhm.
Um, I would say honestly, in some shape or manner, all three of them.
100%.
Yeah.
How do I know that? Because I'm an authority in this space. I know, without asking you, I
Mhm.
know what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
One of these is off. You're either not creating high levels of content that are engaging, or we don't have a community, or we haven't like created a sense of like the self-love community,
Mhm.
or we don't have a strong cash flow model.
Yeah. All three.
I'm an authority in this space. I know how people start and stop businesses. I just get it.
Mhm.
That's just one of them. I have multiple formulas. So you need to create your formula
Okay.
for how someone like me can start to get to the root of self-love. And then you go from selling products to really taking up space in someone's head and taking up space in someone's heart. Like, she gets me,
Yeah.
but you're not there yet
Okay.
because you just told me I need to figure it out. Bro, that's the problem. I haven't figured it out.
Well, I was saying, like, figure out, like, what you enjoy doing, like, something that will take your
How
mind.
do I figure out what I enjoy doing?
Well, just take some time to be by yourself
Okay.
and to meditate on what brings you joy. So it could be different activities that you do without thinking about it that you find enjoyment in.
You need to create some sort of a rubric on how people get to that source.
Mhm. Okay.
Like, there are layers, right? So
Mhm.
first you're saying, okay, take out time. You know what? I never really took time to figure it out.
Mhm.
But you're the one telling me that that's what I need to do. Okay, I took time. Okay, I'm going to carve out 30 minutes. What do I do? You need to meditate. Okay, well, how do I meditate? Well, you need to be able to give me 3 little points on how to meditate. And then when I open my eyes, what do I do? Walk people down a journey.
Okay.
And guess what this journey and this path includes? Take a guess.
I have no idea.
Take a guess.
Um, Fulfillment?
No, take another guess.
You talking about with me or with them?
In your rubric, in your formula,
Mhm.
what does it include to help people get to their destination?
Meditation?
Not necessarily.
Being by themselves?
A
Self-love?
journal, a pen, a
Okay.
pencil, a t-shirt,
Okay.
all the stuff you sell.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
This is the secret formula. But for you to actually get to the destination, I created this to help you.
Okay.
So now it goes from us just selling a pen to this is a part of getting you to the destination.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
That's how we build something special.
Okay.
That's how we start building community. We got to get them not just to pay with their money, but pay with their attention and their soul and their brain. You want to occupy space in people's mind.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What else are we struggling with?
Let's see. I would say just with like expansion, like I want to expand the brand, but
How's your personal life?
it's good.
Married?
No, sir.
Dating?
Yeah. Like I'm dating.
Mad people or one?
I'm single. I'm not dating anyone.
You're not dating anyone, but you'll go on a little date or something.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Are we here to talk about business
Yeah, this is
or
a part of it.
I'm a man of character?
You haven't met any people with character?
No, sir.
What is the sign to know that they don't have good character?
There's a lot of different ways you can tell. I don't have an issue with meeting men. I don't have an issue with men approaching me. I just haven't found a man with character.
But how do we tell whether they have character or not?
I'm pretty good at reading people.
But how? Tell me.
We're here to talk about business.
This is business.
What does this have to do with business?
I'm going to get there, but you have to tell me the answer first.
Just like how he treats others, how he treats me, his lifestyle, different vices that he may have, his relationship with God.
Mhm. So the reason I'm asking these questions
Mhm.
is because I can imagine that your audience is going to be predominantly women,
Mhm.
80, 90%,
Yes, sir.
right?
Mhm.
The source of people's issues with self-love,
Mhm.
from my experience, always has to do with their personal life.
Mhm.
People who don't love themselves. It's probably a result of them feeling that no one else loves them.
Mhm.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So the reason I'm asking you in your personal life how you're managing is because you need to be a 360 authority in this self-love space. You got to know a little bit about this whole thing of self-love. And one of the major points, especially for women,
Mhm.
and especially as they get a little older, you're how old?
31.
31? Oh my gosh. Right? 30? How do you get? 30. We get
Right.
to a level just tell me if I'm right or not. We get to a point once we start getting a little older, especially in them 30s, we're like, yo, I need this part of my life to be right. Otherwise, I start to feel a certain way. I start to feel um, impatient. I'm starting to feel like maybe it'll never happen, especially if you've been hurt a couple times. This has no effect on self-love at all.
You're right.
I know. Which means we need a formula for that.
Okay.
And you need to start telling your transparent journey. We can't, especially when you're building a business based on you, because you're the face of it, yes?
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to separate. A message, if you were just selling beauty products, you never got into your personal life. If you were just selling t-shirts and stuff, it's based on the quality and the message, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about matters of the heart
Mm-hmm.
and emotions and how we feel.
Yeah.
And that is companionship is a major centerpiece for most women when it comes to self-love.
Mm-hmm.
And self-love has been affected by someone else's view of them somewhere along the journey.
Mm. Correct.
I know. When
You're
I met
right.
my wife, she was prepared. And this is what she told me. She was prepared to spend the rest of her life single, which is her and her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe part of it was I will never find someone to really love me, especially because, and she shares it sometimes, where she was in like an abusive relationship.
Mm.
And there were some things that I had to deal with
Yeah.
based on her belief of herself coming out of an abusive relationship. Someone that treated her like less than.
Mm.
How you gonna love somebody else you don't love yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And you're constantly looking for love.
Mm.
So this journey for you needs to be um, somewhat talked about, or not super broadcasted, but
Yeah.
I am on this journey of filling this hole in my life. But through it all, this is how I keep the negative thoughts away. This is how I keep the settling away. This is how I prevent myself from running back to someone that doesn't deserve me.
Mm-hmm.
This is a major message for your business, I would think.
Okay.
No?
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
That's why I was asking about your personal life.
Okay.
Not trying to fix you up. I do be trying to fix people up, though. I be trying to fix people up. I don't know nobody for you, but
It's all right.
how do you get around this void?
With the singleness?
Yes.
I
Unless you don't desire to have someone right now, which is a real thing.
I think you get around it by just filling your life with people who love you, family, friends, loved ones. I think
Okay. Say that again, but take the think out.
Okay. So I know that you fill that void by filling it with family and friends, loved ones that care about you, and then also just being in your purpose, walking in that, and serving others.
Beating your purpose. How do you
Mhm.
find that?
You find your purpose by spending time by yourself and figuring out what you enjoy, what you like, and then also figuring out how you can cultivate the natural gifts that God has given you.
How do you figure that out?
Going to God about that and asking Him what your gifts are.
On the which God?
Your God.
Whatever God you believe in.
Jesus for me, but whoever you believe in.
Okay. Look, man, I see y'all enjoying the episode, but entrepreneurship is tough, as you can see. But if you want to make more money, get more information, and really have more support, you need a community, okay? Morning Meetup is a community that I've started 6 years ago, where every single morning I'm talking to a group of entrepreneurs, giving them more information, giving them support, and teaching them how to make more money, how to grow their business, okay? We have a book club that you need to be a part of. We have meetups that you need to be a part of. The missing link is connection to not only a coach, but a community, okay? You don't have to join every single morning, okay? But if you wake up this morning, you know that we are there Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, okay? Join our book club. You don't have to speak. You could be quiet. You don't have to have your camera on, but the more you're on, you want people to see your face and connect with us, okay? The morning meetup will get you more money, more information, and more support this year, 2024, okay? So it's only $497 for the entire year. That's 250 calls with a community teaching you how to do this thing called entrepreneurship, okay? So if this interview resonates with you at any point and you say, yo, you know what? The way he's talking to him or the way he's talking to her, I need him to talk to me like that. Well, join us every single morning. And quiet as kept, most of the people that are on the hot seat come from the Morning Meetup community. You all get priority, all right? So go to themorningmeetup.com. Let's get back to the episode. See how there's layers?
Yeah.
And I want you to start to answer with more confidence.
Okay.
You are an authority in self-love.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
There's layers to this. And I want you to be extremely intelligent when it comes to this subject, which means we're not just selling products, but we got to keep studying and keep researching. And maybe there's a podcast that you can create where we're having these very important conversations with the target demographic that you talk to. That early, mid 30s single woman. That's probably your target audience. That's probably the audience of people that's going to buy this stuff.
I actually have a lot of men that buy as well, surprisingly recently. But yeah, definitely more
From
females.
where do they buy?
They're buying my books. So I have 3 books.
When you say a lot of people, what do you mean? You're just saying like a couple of people bought it, or you're saying like an overwhelming men are buying it?
No, so when I go to vendor events, a lot of men come up and buy the books.
Married men or single men?
I didn't even honestly look.
Single
Most of them
men.
are single.
I know.
Okay.
Right? Like, I mean, yeah, they try and get you.
Oh, no.
My point is,
Mhm.
like, this is a female. Now, I'm not saying that men don't. I'm not saying men don't battle with self-love issues. I know I do,
Mhm.
but I wouldn't buy your book. I'm not your target market.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So I did a consultation with a gentleman, 70 years old, this morning, and he needed help with his podcast and business structure and all that kind of stuff. That's not even my target market. But does that mean that he can't be served by what I do? Of course not. I can help, right? But I'm not targeting him. I know my target. So everything I do is not chasing, you know what? I need to start talking to the 65 plus community. I'm not like pandering to that. I have a target. Your target is going to be these women.
Okay.
That's probably early mid 30s.
Okay.
I would imagine. 20s, they figure out they got it all figured out. They probably ain't had their heart broke real good yet. You had your heart broken? Yeah. The little 21s, they don't know nothing. You know what I mean? Like for real, like a good, solid heartbreaking. That don't come till like late 20s,
Yeah.
probably. You know what I'm saying? Woo-wee. Man. And then guess what happens in my age group? I'm 39. But like at 33, 34, 35, 36, you didn't get your heart broken by somebody you ain't even really like that anyway. Like somebody you low-key settled for because you're like, this is the best I got. And how you get your heart broken by somebody you settled for, that feels worse. I'm just saying. You got to intimately know this audience of people that you're talking to.
Okay.
And I would say a podcast would be a really, really good starting place for you because now we're creating a conversation and we're building a platform with an audience of people that are our ideal target market for our business. Okay. So we don't always have to sell the product. We sell the message. We can start promoting this podcast and promoting this content that we create. And as people become fans, we're now selling products because now we built our own platform of the ideal person that wants to buy our products in the beginning.
Okay. Appreciate that.
This is a good conversation, right?
Yeah.
Good. You want to talk about your personal life a little more? Or
I mean, what you want to know?
I don't know. I'm
Okay.
just playing. Any other questions?
Um, can you tell me how, like, when you were working at the Cheesecake Factory, how did you balance the job with the dream? Like, what was your schedule like?
I mean, I was single at that time,
Mhm.
so after work, I get to it.
Mhm.
I just go work. After I work, um, at work. I'm always trying to figure out how to sell more T-shirts, and then after I get out of work, I'm going to the club. I had what's called the backseat boutique, and I just had shirts in my back seat of my. I had a Toyota Avalon, I believe, at that time. I had a Toyota Avalon. I had all kind of weird cars, but yeah, just it wasn't a balance. It was like, yeah, this is my life.
Okay.
I went after it
Mhm.
every day. So 2.5 years later,
Mhm.
I wound up becoming a full-time entrepreneur because I was
Nice.
just selling T-shirts.
Mhm.
But I had no wife, kids, responsibility.
Yeah.
I was just grinding.
Gotcha.
I had that luxury at 25, 26.
Mhm.
Balance really comes into play when you get a little older, you got a little responsibility. But if you ain't got none of that right now and you're 31 year
Mhm.
old self, go get it.
Okay.
Because I'm telling you, once you fall in love, they're gonna want your time
Mm.
and your attention.
Yeah.
And you're gonna want to give it to them. And then you have a baby, becomes increasingly difficult. You have any kids?
I don't.
You got a window right now
I know.
of going hard.
Yeah.
Where you work at?
I'm a recruiter for the Air Force. I'm in
Or
the mhm.
okay.
So
How often you work there?
it's my 9 to 5.
So 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
So we have,
Okay.
like, little hubs. So I'm located in Rome, Georgia, and pretty much I help people to join the Air Force and Space Force.
What do you do after work?
The business.
What do you do though?
So it just depends on what I need to do. Sometimes I'll package up packages, send out emails, social media content. Um, I really have been big on sending out emails to different nonprofits
Mhm.
so that we can kind of partnership and do more speaking engagements. I have one that I just booked in January, so I'm kind of preparing for that one.
Good.
Um, I wanna also get into different, like, shops and stores in Atlanta, so I've been looking up different, like, candle spots, different spas, and pitching myself to them. So I have one that responded back that said that she was interested, so I'm working on that contract, um, and I'm working on my next book as well.
Okay. You don't have any distractions in your life, do you?
I'm pretty sure I think everyone has distractions.
What
Um,
are some of yours?
Probably just doing different activities with my friends, like going out, like
Doing ratchet things with your ratchet friends?
no. 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 Like hiking, brunch, festivals, dancing, stuff like that.
Are you dating a lot?
What do you mean by a lot?
Um, you go on dates weekly?
Are we here to talk about business or
Yes, it's his business.
I mean, I go on dates, yeah.
Weekly? Couple times a week?
If it's yeah.
Do you go
Which
during the week or on the weekends?
no, on the weekends.
Which is every weekend pretty much, right?
No, not every single weekend.
Almost.
Like every other weekend.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's like your free time to build the business. So
Mhm.
we just have to be careful of that
Yeah, for sure.
because the time we spend with someone that's not going to be our husband or I don't know what you're into. I just
Mhm.
the time we spend with this out and about,
Mhm.
it takes more time than we know
Yeah, for
from
sure.
our business.
Mhm.
So we got to be careful
Yes,
not to
sir.
let that creep in because it's
Mhm.
fun, but at the same time, you got to live your life. So
Mhm.
there has to be some sort of negotiation of time there.
Mhm.
When I was building my business, it was only like late night.
Mhm.
I shouldn't talk like this. Listen. For my other entrepreneurs out there, and they may feel sometimes, why you always call me at 10 o'clock at night? I was working all day. And this is the time I've carved out for this part of my life, which is not the advice I'm giving you.
Yeah.
But some of them understood. They got it.
Yeah.
So, I was asking questions. All this was business conversation, right? Do you see how it all made sense?
I see. I see how you kind of pulled it back together.
Yeah. And this is partly entertainment too. So.
Oh, I know. You're going to get the content from it.
Yeah. And somebody might slide in your DM.
We'll see.
Any other questions?
I was looking for just how to grow the business. Like, how do I build
messaging?
Okay, so just tell more about myself. Be more
Messaging.
transparent.
Yep.
Okay.
Content, community, cash flow. I think I haven't seen your page or anything, but I'm sure you said you're not having an issue with content.
Mm-hmm.
Building a community through a podcast would be a good idea.
Okay.
Where you start bringing people together, and even your friends, you start having these conversations around self-love, because the bigger that platform grows, the more audience we have to sell the product, which provides the cash flow.
Okay.
Now, are you printing this stuff yourself and selling it, or is it print on demand?
So I have a vendor that prints everything for me.
On demand, or you print and you get 200 on Metro House?
Yeah, 200 well, I don't do 200, but yeah.
Like local?
No, sir.
Overseas?
Overseas.
Domestic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, do you ever have issues with like supply chain being sold out?
Not yet. Not yet. But I can see how it could definitely happen for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I did get some products for your wife.
Word.
Yeah. Can I give them to you right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And your daughters as well. You have how many daughters? You have 2?
I have 2 daughters and a
Okay.
son. Yeah.
Okay. So I got these pencils for your
Corey's
daughter.
gonna
I am
love
beautiful.
these pencils.
And then this is for your wife. So these
I
are
am
the rose
beautiful.
gold pens and the gold
Ooh.
pens.
These are nice.
Thank you. And then these 2
I am
stickers.
beautiful. I'm destined for greatness. Oh gosh.
And then
these pencils are hard.
These are for your daughters, you 2. And then you could put them in a bag for them.
I'm probably gonna give these to my daughter, Corey. You have a pencil sharpener?
I don't. That's something that I do need to invest in for sure.
For sure. Yeah, because I don't even know where I would get a pencil sharpener from.
Well, they have them in school too. They have a lot of them in school.
Okay, so this would be, I'll give this to Corey. This would be my wife, and these I'll give to Sarai, my baby. Yeah. I am worthy. I am unique. I am beautiful. Selflovestationery.com.
Yeah, so I should like that.
Let's get into the numbers. Okay. How much do these cost to make?
$1.
How much you selling for?
10.
Word? Dang. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, how much these?
Those are $6.
For all of them?
To make,
How much you selling for?
$16.99.
These are $6. You sell them for $16.99.
Yes, sir.
There's $1. You sell them for $10. What about the stickers?
Stickers cost me $1. And I sell those for $5.
Not bad margins. You got some good margins.
Yeah.
So because you have like beautiful items, it's just really about building more of an audience.
Okay.
And you're selling $2,000 worth of stuff every month.
Yes.
Consistently.
Not consistently. So it'll kind of dip. So it'll, around the beginning of the year, obviously people love stationery. Around Christmas season, it takes a huge hike, and then it starts to slow down, maybe like 100, 200, 500.
100 what?
Like merchandise, pretty much sales.
Oh, some months you only make $100? Why?
I think it's just the time of year.
It's not.
Okay.
What is it really?
Probably, so I think so honestly, it's probably my 9 to 5 if I'm being honest. So we do like training, like TDYs.
That ain't it either.
That ain't it? Okay, cool. Lack of motivation, maybe?
There we go. Finally, truth.
Yeah.
It's not like the business goes up and down. It's probably you.
Yeah, probably so.
You go to brunch a lot? Look, let's go back on all the times we went to brunch.
Right?
That's the $100 miles.
That's it. Brunch will do it. Brunch will do it for me.
I'm just saying, that's the distraction.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But you need to love yourself enough to build this business.
Okay.
And I get it. You're 31, like you're living your life, experiences, cool, go for it. And I'm not telling you that you shouldn't live your life.
Mm-hmm.
But I at least want you to be honest with yourself and knowing, what am I doing here with my life? Because you will soon be 41.
Mm-hmm.
Quicker than you imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want you to know what life looks like when you're 41. I need you to see it now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you see it now, your activity will follow. You start making different decisions.
Okay.
You might start calling them like, I can't see you till 10 p.m. because I'm working.
Okay.
But we have to make a decision. Business doesn't go up and down. It's like you and what you're doing.
Yeah.
We can't have no $100 months anymore.
Okay.
Every month it needs to be at least $2,000, and then once we're consistent with $2,000, we can go to $2,500. And our next goal is $3,000. It needs to be a set goal.
Yes, sir.
Cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, you did good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No more mimosas. Hookah.
I think it went really good. I think he gave me a lot of useful information that I can take back into my business. I'm super excited for the next season of my life, and I think just the feedback was hands down really, really good. So I think ways that I can improve the business, number one is stop going out to brunch. Make sure that the $2,000 that I'm receiving is on a consistent basis. Number two, I would say focusing on cash flow, focusing on content, focusing on community. And then also number three, working to build the podcast. So he did mention that I do need to start a podcast. I don't have one currently, but I would love to just connect with other like-minded, like-hearted individuals, have them on there for them to share their story, their testimonies, and then also me share my self-love journey as well. I want it to be a community where we're encouraging one another, we're showing love, and we're being transparent. Well, I think for me, I'm a very private person, and I just like to stick to business when we're talking about business, but I also liked and enjoyed how he connected the two, about how people want to know more about me, and I need to open up and be, just transparent with my story. I think for me, the first thing I'm going to do is just sit down and just write out everything that he said so I can see it on paper first, and then figure out the steps to building the community, to working on the cash flow, to working on content, and just really making sure that I'm not getting distracted in this season of my life. So in the next 5 years, I would love for us to be hitting 6 figures. And then I also want to make an impact in the community. So more speaking engagements, more working with nonprofits, and just really building my brand and also building my expertise in self-love.